Karaoke is always a must-do in Japan for me. It's so much fun. I'm Amy from Cakes with Faces, and today I'll show you how to do karaoke in Japan. I'll explain the pricing systems and how much it costs, where to find karaoke bars, which to go for, and everything you need to know. Plus, at the end, there'll be some special themed karaoke booths. Karaoke in Japan is great because you don't have to stand up on a stage and sing in front of everyone. You get a private booth just for you and your group. Some people even go on their own. It's so much fun, even if you're not good at singing, which neither of us are. There is a reason there's no audio on these videos, and it's not just because of copyright. So first I'll explain the pricing system, then we'll be on to the step-by-step guide. The pricing can be a little confusing, and in my experience it's not usually displayed in English. Karaoke isn't the cheapest activity, but in my opinion it's totally worth it. At most places you pay by the hour and per person, so keep an eye on the time because it's so much fun that the time goes by really quickly. It's more expensive in the evenings after about 6 or 7 p.m. and at weekends, so if you want to save money, go during the week, and if you want to save even more, go during the daytime. There'll be a chart with all the prices for different times. It'll probably be in Japanese. I wouldn't worry too much about trying to calculate it all. Just know that if you want to try and keep the price down, go on a weekday, go for an hour or two, and don't go too crazy ordering lots of drinks because they are more expensive than elsewhere. Now, to give you an idea of how much it costs, I have a record of exactly how much I spent on my last trip in 2024 for my How Expensive is Japan video. On that trip, I went to karaoke several times and spent between 3,453 yen and 3,690 yen for 1 hour of karaoke for 2 people in the evening on a weekday with 1 drink each. To break it down, in this example from 2023, which was the only receipt I could find, the room charge was 1,202 yen per person on a weekday in the evening for 1 hour. The drinks were 715 yen and 690 yen for a beer and a grapefruit sour, that's shochu and soda. A lot of karaoke places also have unlimited drinks packages for alcohol or a soft drinks bar with soda fountains. In this example, the soft drinks bar is 900 yen and unlimited alcohol plans are 1,100 yen to 1,300 yen per person for 30 minutes. The different plans include various selections of drinks from 20 types of alcohol up to 90 different types of alcohol. That's a lot to get through. And some karaoke places, instead of the room charge per hour, have unlimited plans during the daytime where you can stay for as long as you want for a set fee. All this information will be on their website in Japanese, but you can translate the page. In person, it can be a bit tricky to figure it out, so if you can work it out, great. If not, then just pay by the hour. So here's your step-by-step guide to how to do karaoke in Japan. There's no need to book, just turn up. There are so many karaoke places that I've never been turned away because somewhere's full. This first bit is a bit tricky if you don't speak Japanese. In my experience, the staff at karaoke places rarely speak English, so I hope this doesn't put you off. I think you can get through it if you know what details they want from you and the sorts of things they're going to ask. So go up to the counter in reception and tell them how many people and how long you want. You can hold up your fingers to show the numbers. So 2 people is futari, 3 people is sannin, and 4 people is yonin. To say how long, it's the number, then jikan, which means hour. So ichi jikan for 1 hour, 2 jikan for 2 hours, 3 jikan for 3 hours. I'd say 1 or 2 hours is good for starters and won't be too expensive, although if you have yen left over, you could easily stay longer. They'll also want to know your drinks plan, which is either just 1 drink or the all-you-can-drink alcohol plan, if there is one, or the soft drinks bar, if that's an option. And everyone in your group has to go for the same plan. Usually I'll go for the 1 drink option, which you ordered there at the desk at the start. They always have a picture menu, so you can easily point at what you want. There'll be alcohol and soft drinks on the menu, and you can order more later if you want to. The unlimited drinks plans can be trickier to figure out, but if you want to give it a go, the name is nomihoudai. Sometimes they have different plans that include different selections of drinks. With the soft drinks plan, which is sometimes called the drinks bar, you get unlimited refills from a self-service soda fountain that you can go to whenever you want, and if you're really lucky, sometimes they have soft serve ice cream as well. Once you've chosen your drinks plan and got through that little interaction at the front front desk, they'll give you a little clipboard that has your room number on it and the time. Karaoke places are usually over multiple floors, so take the lift up to your room. There'll be wireless microphones, a touchscreen controller, seats, a low table, a large TV, and usually party lights to set the mood. I always like how the microphones have a little cover to show they've been cleaned. Some booths are quite small, especially if it's just 2 of you going, but sometimes you're lucky and get a larger, fancier room. You choose songs on the touchscreen. You can change the language to English, foreign languages, and you can search by artist and song title. You can queue songs up in a playlist, cancel them, cut in with your request, and if there's a history, you can see what the people before you sang, which can be quite amusing. Elvis, Dixie Chicks.
That's not a bad one.
They sang Barbie Girl by Aqua and Chop Suey. They always have a surprisingly good selection of Western songs. It varies from place to place, but even if you're not into mainstream music, there'll be lots to choose from. I like ska punk and rock music, and there are always songs I like. Maybe not that many, but they have the 1 or 2 hits that they play, like if you go out to a rock club. There are older songs. We've had fun trying to sing the Beach Boys and the Beatles. There's Disney songs, and if you do like mainstream chart music, you'll be spoilt for choice. The words on the screen will be in English as well as hiragana or katakana. It always makes me laugh when we sing All the Small Things by Blink 182. It's a great way to learn the hiragana for na. You can adjust the volume of the music and the microphone separately on the console that's underneath the TV, just like on a stereo. So if you feel self-conscious, you can turn your voice down a bit, and you can adjust the level of echo on the mics. And if you're a real pro, you can change the key of the music on the touchscreen, but that's way too advanced for my level of singing. It also amuses me how they don't always have the official music video in the background, so you get stock footage videos of boats or angsty looking people in New York, which can be pretty funny. At some point after you've started, the staff will come and bring your drinks. They always knock on the door before coming in, but it can be a bit awkward if you don't want them to hear you singing. If you want more drinks, you have to order 1 drink for everyone in your group. You're supposed to order them on a phone in the room that automatically connects to the front desk. That can be tricky if you don't speak Japanese and you're just shouting biru down the phone. So if you don't feel confident, you can always just go downstairs to the front desk, show them your room number on the clipboard and point to the picture menu. But that does of course eat into your valuable singing time. One time there was a touchscreen to order drinks, but I've only ever seen that once. There's a good selection of drinks. There's Japanese beers, highballs, which are whiskey and soda, lemon sours and other fruit sours, that's shochu mixed with fruit soda, that's my go-to. There might be cocktails and soft drinks. You can also order food to your room. I don't usually because I'm there to sing, not eat, and there are many better places to eat in Japan, but if you want some snacks, you can order some. There'll be chips, nuggets, onion rings, maybe takoyaki, izakaya snacks like edamame, pizza and pasta, a few noodle dishes, maybe ramen, and desserts. Now, time really flies at karaoke, so keep an eye on the time to make sure you don't go over. Your time will be on that little clipboard. Sometimes they phone you in your room when your time's almost up, but they don't always do that. There have been times when we didn't want to leave, so I extended our time. I just tipped the clipboard down to the front desk and said, "Mo ichijikan kudasai," which is 1 more hour, please. And if you're more confident at speaking Japanese, you could do that on the phone. When your time's up, take the little clipboard down to the front desk. They'll calculate the total for you and you can pay. And that's it. My Japan trip planning deck has a karaoke card, so you can build it into your itinerary when you're planning, which you definitely should. There's a link in the description for where to get the deck. So if you're in a city, I can guarantee there will be lots of karaoke bars everywhere, especially in the city centre, downtown, nightlife areas and by stations. You can look them up on Google Maps, or if you can read katakana, look for the vertical signs. There are several chains that have branches everywhere. There's Big Echo, Shidax, Lucky Voice, Karaoke Kan, the one with the Maneki Neko, and lots more. I think Big Echo and Karaoke Kan are usually a safe option with a good choice of Western songs, but if you've been, tell me your favourites in the comments. Now, some karaoke places have dress-up accessories you can wear, like hats or feather boas. Sometimes there's even a rack of full fancy dress outfits. Sometimes in reception, you'll see a stand with tambourines and maracas you can borrow. There are also a few that have themed karaoke rooms. Karaoke Pasela Akihabara has an Evangelion room, Monster Hunter, retro Japanese rooms, a train, and a retro bathhouse. Pasela is a chain that often has luxury or themed rooms you can upgrade to. Sometimes you'll be surprised by luxury upgraded rooms. Once we got a retro style microphone on a stand, there was one with giant screens, and this room with fantastic cat wallpaper, which I definitely consider an upgrade. This is a luxury karaoke room. This is at Karaoke Kan, and we've got a view of Kabukicho. Some places have rooms designed with play areas for children, and Big Echo has these princess rooms at some branches, loosely themed around Disney princesses. And Rainbow Karaoke in Shibuya has a few rooms with a drum kit and guitars, so you can play along or attempt to. So I hope you'll give karaoke a go when you're in Japan. It can be a little tricky at the start if you don't speak Japanese, but it really is fun. Let me know your experiences in the comments, and I'll see you next week with more Japan videos on Thursday. Bye bye.